Hello, Jared here, and I'm back with a new video. It's been a while since I recorded one of these, called New Beginnings. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is the second recording I've done of this video. I was gonna release the first, and it went really long and it got really heavy, really personal. And I realized, you know what? People don't need to hear that. You don't need to hear all my problems in my life, and I don't want to sit there and, make this some type of sob story. Um, so I'm going to try to keep it much shorter, to the point, just to kind of give you the synopsis without all the details. There are people out there, friends and family know about what's been going on, and there are a few people in the online artist community that are aware of what I've been going through. But long story short, I'll try to keep it as short as I can. Uh, I am not in New York City anymore. I am back in Indiana, where I grew up. I'm about 5 minutes from my writer on Cashmere Sky, which is great. I'm equally about another 5 to 10 minutes from my parents, and I'm about another 5 minutes from my grandma that moved from North Carolina to Indiana. So I have access to my sister, my brother-in-law, my parents, my grandma, my niece and nephew because I'm an uncle. So it's great to be back. This was something that was going to happen in July, but I had to accelerate it. Um, I'm gonna keep this quick. uh, let's just say that the last 9 months have been very hard. I had a roommate in New York from hell. And I've had bad roommates before, but this was one of those situations where I realized, no, 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 I'm not rooming with a roommate that I disagree with or that we're just not compatible. I was rooming with arguably what you would call a crazy person. When I say crazy, I mean like they need examined by a doctor and they probably should have a bracelet around their wrist. It got so bad, the NYPD got involved. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And once that happened, I realized I have to get the hell out of here or something really bad could happen. And the whole time was me. I was just trying to avoid my roommate. I didn't even want to be around him. But I would find myself in situations, getting lured into them by my roommate. And it was bad, folks. I've never been in a situation like this. And I can confidently say that this individual that I was rooming with I would say, I honestly will say this, and I've thought about this. I think they are the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. I know high school bullies that were better than this person. Um, yeah, this person was the worst thing to happen to me. They were a dark, poisonous, toxic cloud in my life, and it was affecting everything I was doing in my life. And yeah, once legal authorities were getting involved, it was time to go. My safety was a concern. Everyone was worried about me, and that we all knew I had to get home. So I made it happen. I flew out my brother-in-law, and he helped me pack up, and we grabbed all my stuff, grabbed the cats, and drove 800 miles from Brooklyn to Indiana. And within 7 days, I've only been out of New York for about a little over a week as I record this. And I've already got a nice brand new top floor 2 bedroom apartment. So now I have an office and a studio where I can do all my drawing and my work. It's great. It has a gym, has a pool. Well, the pool's it's this place is so new that the pool's not even done yet. So I hope it's done by the summer. And then I went out and got a nice cool car. I'm really happy about that. I relived my high school glory years. So I haven't been drawing anything about the last 2 weeks. I think this is one of the longest periods of not drawing anything since I started drawing in 2 years. The drawing that you saw at the beginning of the video, it was just a picture of Lily smelling a lily in a lily field. Inception. But that was something I drew in a 4 hour sitting. That was during one of my highest points of anxiety before I moved out of New York. I was basically waiting to get the hell out, as my brother-in-law was going to be flying out in about 10 days, less than 10 days. And so I had to find ways to relieve my stress. And so that was my little happy place, and that's where I went to. And yeah, so the picture at the beginning of this video was part of my therapy and coping, getting through it. There's a few pictures I did to do that. But the future is bright. I have my own place, and I can finally start leaving New York behind me. I've been physically out of it. I'm still trying to mentally complete myself getting out of it. It's cost me a lot of money breaking a lease, and it's been financially tough, but I'll bounce back. And the fact that I'm so close to my rider now means that I might actually be able to start Cashmere Sky sooner than I thought. The plan was August, but who knows? I might be able to bump that up a month, maybe two, but we're already this weekend. I've been home. I've only lived here in Indiana for a week, and this weekend we're already talking about doing panel work together in the next couple days. So this is a great start. We're going to work a lot better now that we're in person and not using Skype. And I'm actually really excited. I'm excited to see what happens with all of this, because I couldn't wait. I was always wanting this to happen. Like, this was happening in July, but here I am. It's done. So I just want to let people know what's been going on. My activity has been a little sparse online. Artwork has been sparse because I've been getting my life together. Because it was crumbling apart over the last month, and that's what I had to do. And I'm glad I had a family there for me. And that's also one thing that I realized is, life is more than just material items. It's not even about success. It's the fact that I had friends and family behind me in a situation where I needed them, and I needed to reach out. And they were there for me. And these are things that aren't replaceable. Life's not about money or TVs or video games or anything like that. I hope that everyone has a friend out there that they can rely on. So if you ever do get in a jam or you ever need help, you have that person to turn to. I hope everyone has that, whether it's family or friends, because guess what? Friends are family. And family is survival. And that's something I've been saying for a while. And I got to put that into practice. And it's been tough, but it's been amazing at the same time. And I'm just really, really glad I'm out. Just looking back where I was at and where I'm at now, it's just, it kind of amazes me how I put up with it for so long. I never truly warmed up to New York City. I lived there over 5 years, but it was never me. I'm a Midwesterner. I was born in the Midwest. It's a different culture, different values, and nothing against New York. New York has some amazing experiences for me. It's like I had experiences in New York I will never experience anywhere else. But I'll be damned if I'm going to live there the rest of my life. And everyone I actually worked with, because I moved out there with a bunch of people, we all knew that. We were all from the Midwest. So, this was the plan. It was like the 5-year plan. We only had to be there for a certain amount of time to grow our startup company. And now I'm able to live and work anywhere. I'm still doing the same job. That's what's awesome. So I work from home. So when I'm done with work, I can just turn to the right and go over to my studio. And it's taken a lot of hard work to get to this point. So I feel fortunate, but I know that, everyone that I work with, we put a hell of a lot of hours in to make this happen. And it allows me to do the things I want to do, like work on a graphic novel. And I'm excited to make that happen, and I want to make that happen. But I guess that's all there really is to say. I want people to know that things are getting back on track and activity should start again. I hope to have more tutorial videos coming on later on. And if I get any major updates, if I make the decision with my writer, we're going to start the graphic novel earlier, we're going to do it. You might actually have something to read by the end of the year rather than the beginning of next year. No promises, though. No promises. And we still got to work on that video. Oh man, after everything, the reason the video got delayed was half the crap that I was dealing with in New York the last couple months. So I still want to make it happen, but now there's no deadline on it. It's just when it happens, it happens. But I have everything I need to make it happen. It's just going to take a lot of work. Other than that, things are great. Things are looking up. I'm excited. My kitties are happy. They're running around. They're playing. They're adorable. And that's it. So comment, like, subscribe. And I guess I'm really running out of what to say. I'll just say thanks for watching. So I'll see you next time.